I could talk about how each police officer standing on the road, mounting checkpoints, have collected 100 naira. I mean, I saw it with my own eyes. I wasn't told. I was there not too long ago. And as a matter of fact, the police officer just, I think, is it Daewoo? Is it Daewoo that is it Daewoo? I'm trying, there's a company, right, at Choba, just after the bridge. What's the name of the company? Someone help me with that name. There is this police officer who made it, I mean, he did not care. A driver refused to give him 100 naira, and because of that, he blocked the road and kept everybody waiting, and everybody had to stay, even though some were, using their horns. He refused, he was adamant because he wanted the tithes. I call it tithes and offerings. Yes, because the policemen are the priest on the road. And yes, they collect their tithes and offerings. I mean, the drivers themselves are not helping the situation because, trust me, they don't have their car particulars. So the one driver who insisted that his particulars be checked was the reason why there was the traffic along. Oh my goodness. Anyways, welcome to Hard Facts. I am Kalada Kuribatubo. 16 minutes gone past 3 p.m. I would start by, asking the Commissioner of Police, Olatunji Disu, to rein in on his men who are out there collecting tithe and offerings, or maybe taxes, we can call it, because the government will demand tax from the people. So maybe taxes. Oh, someone just sent me the name, Ascot Company. Thank you very much. Commissioner of Police, if you go there, is a very fine looking gentleman. His fair in complexion. I could not get his name because I was seated somewhere far from where I could look at his name tag. But yeah, that basically is what I experienced on my way to work today. Anyways, what do I have for you? Big stories. I should also tell you, and you could also comment on this very issue. Police, priest on the road, tithes and offerings. I like to target that. I like to hear your thoughts on that one. Okay. Also, I wonder if... God, I'm not wondering too much on the show today. I wonder if, what do you call it? Illegal refining activities, bunkering, is it what it's called? I wonder if that is going to end anytime soon. I can't call the name of the community, but my goodness, I'm choked. I feel like I need to go check my lungs because the air that I had to breathe was just crude oil all through. Oh, my. Anyways, like I said, it's a thread of illegalities that we now see as normal. And it's scary. It's scary, the path that we are sojourning. Really, it's scary a path. Anyways, first big story. RISIEC sets dates. I'm not going to waste so much time on big stories today explaining or doing any of that because today it's going to be an abridged version of the show. I'm going to stop conversations by 4 o'clock. The major news will come your way by 4 o'clock, and after that we maybe have one or two commercials. And then the sports team will come in by 4:45 to bring you one of the matches. I can't remember which is it now. I think Portugal versus... I can't remember. I would be honest with you because I've had a very busy morning. But yeah. Is it Wilbros? Someone said Wilbros. Another one said Ascot Company. I wonder which is it now. But just by that, immediately after the bridge... JJ, thank you very much. I've just seen your message. Immediately after the bridge... You would see the policemen collecting tithes and offerings. But yeah, I was just saying that it will be an average version. So I'm going to do as much stories as possible. So I'm not going to spend time explaining the stories. My first big story. RISIEC sets date for conduct of local government council election. Interesting. Remember, a few days ago we told you RISIEC had put July 1 as the date to release guidelines and, certain information as it relates to local government election, and Rivers State has been in turmoil because of local government election. There is the divide, caretaker committees and extra local government chairmen saying they won't leave office. The battle line has been drawn, right? And I think I did pass to local government council secretariats, and the police are still there. Yeah, the police are still there. The River State Independent Electoral Commission RISIEC says it will conduct local government elections in the state on the 5th of October. Oh, wow. Right, interesting, right? Now, the chairman of the commission, Justice Adolphus Enebeli, made this known to stakeholders while unveiling the timetable and guidelines for the conduct of the 2024 local government elections in the state at the Commission's headquarters in Port Harcourt today. A correspondent who was at the meeting reported that some political party chairmen, faith-based organizations, traditional rulers, some caretaker committee chairmen, members of the Nigerian Bar Association, among others, were present at that meeting. So what do you make of it? 5th of October, this is what, July, the 7th month. October is the 11th month. That means in 5 months' time, that is when we will go to the polls at the various local government, areas. Now, matters arising. One, the courts are looking at whether you can extend or not extend local government chairman's tenure, even if we know that the constitution is clear, but we'll let the courts decide on that one. There is also the conversation as to whether caretaker chairman can lord over local government areas. That is in court, and even though we also know that the Supreme Court once upon a time ruled on, I think, several occasions as it relates to states and local government and, removal or caretaker and all of that stuff. By the way, remember about two people now. I think one was on Arise TV about 3 weeks ago, and now another one on Channels TV 2 days ago. I've said, hey, President Tinubu, do not give states, about 21 of them, we've been told. Before we thought it was 17 or 18. Now we're being told 21 of them. Do not give these states funds for local government if they have a caretaker committee system. All right, that's that for first big story. Let's quickly run. Second big story is still with local government. Police defense barricade of local government secretariat. Now, I just told you I passed to local government area secretariats. I wouldn't tell you what areas. Maybe MOR. I can say MOR because I just told you I passed through there. But I won't tell you the second one. I did notice the police were stationed. I think in one of them I saw two police trucks, I beg your pardon, two police trucks and a few policemen littered around that vicinity. In that local government, I also saw that the Legislative Council was under lock and key. Interesting, right? Okay, now let's do this one. Assistant Inspector General of Police Abutu Yaro, who by the way was on the Morning Crossfire today, defended the barricade at local government secretariats in River State, saying the police is deploying diplomacy to the political crisis in River State. Now, Mr. Yaro said this today on Nigeria Info's Morning Crossfire. He said the barricade is to ensure that lives and government properties are not at risk. Interesting, right? Well, let's take a listen to what he had to say this morning. He was on the show with Andrew. It looks like I do have a commercial. Okay, no, I don't have a commercial. Let's see. Where is it now? Where is it? Oh, my. Okay, I'm just give me a minute there. I'm looking for. Okay, I think I've seen it. Have I? All right, for some reason I cannot find the sound bite. Okay, I can't seem to find it. But if I do find it, I'll play it for you to get to hear what he said. He said something about the fact that it's all diplomacy. The police are trying to be diplomatic in the matter here in Rivers State, and people should be calm. Be calm. Let peace reign. Take a listen.
They are approaching all the sequence of events and activities with civil mindset and employing maturity of conduct. The overall strategy is to ensure that peace of the environment becomes very apparent. Even if you give police order to somebody and the person remains belligerent or very overtly unlawful, you need to approach that situation with absolute caution. And we should commend Rivers State Police Command for the way and manner they have managed the situation in the last 2 weeks. And we should expect more firmer and coordinated control of the situation by them. And I believe that in the days ahead, the situation will be resolved in such a way and manner whereby there will be no victor and there will be no vanquished.
Okay, so you heard him clap for the police because they have done so well. They've done so well for Rivers people. Now, it went ahead to say that last year's failed explosion attempt was an offshoot of political activities that was largely contained by the police. It described it as a local issue that does not need a presidential intervention. So I'm guessing that may put an end to the conversation of a state of emergency. Do you agree? Because if the police are saying, hey, he does not need a presidential intervention, indirectly, I think they're saying he does not need a state of emergency status, right? Take a listen.
This chemist so described in Port Harcourt and particularly around the presidential hotel area. It's an offshoot of political activities. I do not believe that these are issues that are germane to presidential involvement. Politics is local, and the insecurity, particularly the brand that is mooted in Rivers State, is a local affair.
It's a local affair. All right. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm done for now. Okay, so let's look at my third big story. A federal high court today denied Nnamdi Kanu his petition before the court. He was seeking to defend human rights. And the court dismissed it, saying that he did not have enough proof to show that his human rights have been trampled upon. He said he accused the DSS of eavesdropping on his conversations with his lawyer. Remember, he's got the lawyer privilege, but he accused the DSS of eavesdropping. He also talked about the DSS not giving him enough time with his lawyer, or not even giving him access at all. And he mentioned that the court did not give him a fair hearing. And the court said for all counts, he did not have enough proof. He did not have proof at all to show that the DSS eavesdropped in his conversation with the lawyer. He could not also give evidence to the fact that the lawyer was not allowed to visit him. And we could not also prove that the court was not giving him fair hearing. All right, so that's my third big story, third big one there. The fourth one has got to do with minimum wage. Yes, I told you I'm going to take as many stories as possible. Minimum wage. Let's get all of it done with. The NGF has come out to say, hey, if we pay what labor is asking for, many states, yes, you heard me, will go bankrupt. Many states, not one, not two, not a few, many. Many states will go bankrupt. And so they're saying, hey, let's take it slow as it relates to the minimum wage. Which means that minimum wage will not be settled soon, the way I'm looking at it. Remember the last time we talked about it, the governors were saying they should be allowed to negotiate or come up with what the minimum wage would be individually, the individual states, which Labour kicked against and said, if you don't want us to call for a shutdown of the economy, please do not in any way say that again. Now, according to the Punch, as the nation awaits the new minimum wage promised to be sent to the National Assembly by President Bola Tinubu, the burden of implementing the minimum wage may make many states bankrupt. The Federal Executive Council, at its meeting last Tuesday, stepped down the memorandum on the report of the tripartite committee on the new minimum wage to allow for more consultations among the federal and state governments on one part, the private sector and the labor unions on the other part. Last Thursday, Tinubu met with governors at the National Economic Council meeting chaired by Vice President Kashim Shettima. The meeting, which was expected to deliberate on the national minimum wage, was however silent on whether or not it considered the issue. Also last Thursday, the Southern Governors Forum released a communique of its meeting to negotiate minimum wage with its workforce. Now, the labor unions have however reacted to the stance of the Nigeria Governors Forum over their overbearing influence on the minimum wage negotiations. In a document titled Analysis of State, Fact Inflows and State Expenditure Profile of the Nigeria Governors Forum Secretariat, the NGF report warned that implementing the new minimum wage could push states into bankruptcy due to increased recurrent expenditure. Your thoughts? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. WhatsApp number 0809-0306416. Now, for me, my biggest story is, I think I have two. Like I said, Titan offerings on the road by priests in camouflage. You know, not army camouflage, police camouflage. Yeah. And the second one, oil bunkering. Are we really winning the fight? Because I'm sorry, from what I said today, it doesn't feel like it at all. It doesn't feel. Anyways, then tell the other big stories. You can make your choose. I've chosen mine. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. I've got Ida. But first, Eze Ken from Ubumini. Eze Ken, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Good afternoon, Kalada.
Right, Eze Ken, quickly. I've got Ida. And I've got someone else waiting,
Kalada,
so quickly.
I want to confirm from you if the AIG who spoke with Ifeami Andrew in the morning, is he retired or serving?
I would have to. I don't know. I don't think I have the updated information. Why are you asking that?
Right. Now, I don't agree with him where he compare or clear the bomb or the dynamite that happened at Presidential Hotel as a local incident or thereabout.
They called it local politics.
I wonder where something will happen that will be international. Every bombing and dynamite shooting, just like the one that happened yesterday or day before yesterday, all was in a local place. But we are talking about the destruction and the demarketing.
Oh my goodness!
That the state or local government will have in the eyes of the international community. So for him to say that such incident, such an condemnable and ugly incident that happened in the heart of Port Harcourt, you are talking about presidential.
Is it can now pause. Don't go further because there is no time. Now he said local politics. Now listen, is it can. He said local politics first of all. He did not say local. It is as a result of local politics. Secondly, it is not terrorism where you would then start relating it to what happened in what state was that now? It's not terrorism, right? So you cannot say it's a national issue. It's a local political issue. And he said the police were right there to rein in on whoever the culprits were. So let's get the context right before we go about whether it's national, international, or local. Please, can we do that? Thank you.
Copied, Canada. But I want to let you know that it is from local that will exceed to state and the federal, which is national.
I think you still don't get the point. Is it Ken? I've got to let you go at this point. Ida from Inkoro, welcome. What is on your mind? Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, good afternoon.
I want to talk about the RISIEC to conduct elections on October.
All right, then.
I want to beg the RISIEC chairman to please be fair in all the elections. And I believe and I trust that the party that I will vote will sweep all the 23 LGA.
All right.
And AIG, please call your commissioner of police to order.
All right, then.
All
right.
Deciding one side. Please, thank you very much, Honorable. That's
all right, thank you very much. And to answer your question, is it Ken? The AIG is not retired. He is an assistant inspector general of police, still is, and still serving. Emeka from Owerri, what is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Canada, my brother. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Canada, you see, on this police collecting money from checking point or whatever. That sickness can never be. I don't think it can be cured in Nigeria anymore. The way it's happening in Port Harcourt, that's how it's happening here in Igbo State. If you know the one side, there's a place they call Olo.
I think I know that place, yeah.
That place, that one is army place. I'm telling you, of our two places, I'm telling you, the color one they give you change. Open, I'm Nigerian. So that one, I don't think it's like maybe they because that time I will talk of Toge. People you didn't see the right of it. I believe that because the authorities cannot take the doctor. What is happening on the road and the vehicles on the road. I don't think so. So maybe that Toge to Mashallah wanted to create that time when it was Minister of Transport. They brought it to back door. That's why I look at it. All
right, then. All right, then.
Let me tell you, justice we never prevent. Except when you have a judges that have mindset, the leaders that have mindset against Canada. How much can I go? I don't think I can get justice for federal government. And I want to say this: we need to be when we pay one to unite us. Justice, combined together. Indivisible nation. How do you come out? How you walk when you have justice?
All right, justice and fairness.
We are just postponing the people.
All right, then. Thank you very much. I've got to move on now. I've got JJ from Port Harcourt Township. JJ, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Canada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
I heard you say somebody was complaining that any state that has caretaker should not be giving local government allocation.
That was in passing. I was saying that in passing. I will do Ogbe and a former chief. I can't remember what title he has, but some 3 weeks ago, it was on a Rice
TV. Will it be right too
to say
because as it stands right now, you have that 21 states that is operating caretaker. So, by my calculation, you have only 15 states operating elected chairmen and all those. So, within the period that you're not raising funds to these states, don't also tap the resources within the state pending when they conduct election. How about that?
I don't think
the resources that you use to develop the federal share at the end of the day also comes from the local government.
Now, JJ, let me pause you. I think you're getting something wrong. It did not say he will not send allocation to the states. He would not send, or he's advising the president not to send local government funds with the allocation to the states. That's what he...
We are saying the same thing.
Okay, all right then.
Yes, you are not sending the local government funds. Resources are gotten from the local government at the end of the day. So suspend those activities that you don't get money, then you can resume when you're ready to send money to those local governments. You get things from LMA, you get things from Obiakwa, Asaritoro, Ogba Egbe, Mount Sunny. Those are the things you gather at the end of the day to send to the other local governments. And the place you're getting this whole thing from, you're saying don't send because one person is there. I don't get it at all. So if they want to do it, go and struggle and pass it to 25 states and all those put together.
All right.
Not this one they are doing right now.
then.
Even the federal versus states that you have in the court right now, how come the court has not given judgment? How come the court has not given judgment? In the case of VAT, you remember now, the case is still pending in the Supreme Court. What is the outcome today? So people should not bite more than they can chew. If you're getting resources from the local government, then you should also share to the local government. Those 15 that you want to give those stuff now, what are their contributions to the state? So for me, I think everybody should just melembe Majority also carry the day.
All
You
right,
have
then.
21 over 15. Which one is more now? Thank you, Abed.
All right, and thank you very much for your thoughts there. Okay, I've got this one, Frank from D line. After Frank, I want to read some messages. Frank, welcome.
Good
What is on?
afternoon, Mr. Batovo.
Yeah, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah. Let me comment on RISIEC release timetable for local government election. It's a good one, so that this hula baloo for caretaker issue will end. But my worry is about their sincerity for conducting the election. Because in Nigeria here, the way I'm looking at it, any state ruled by APC, from chairman to councillor will win by APC. Any state ruled by PDP, apart from Kaduna and Abuja, all will go to PDP. But this time around, I'm advising my brother, who is the RISIEC chairman here, to change that mentality and make sure that if Mr. A wins from Labour Party, let the position be given to him. If Mr. B wins for Action Party, let that position be given to him. So that's my advice to them. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Frank, who's at D line. Thank you so much for your thoughts there. I'll come back to the phone lines. But first, let's look at George's message on Facebook. George Ndebo says, to be frank, the NPF is doing well by keeping the local government council secretariats safe and secure. With the kind of aggressive approach by some key players in this matter, if not the NPF, it would have been a knockout situation. Oh, okay. Ferdinand Wodu. Good day, Canada. The police officers that are in this Obiakport council, are they there to guard the council or to collect from motorists? Canada, try and pass that area in the night. You will see from Rumokoro to the council, more than 7 checkpoints. They're just busy collecting. Please, even we should stop calling it bribe or, collecting. They're not collecting money. Tithe and offerings, please. Let's use the appropriate words. Simon and they says federal government turned labor into a joke. Negotiate with governor, negotiate with federal government, then we'll soon direct them to negotiate with local government too. Such a shame. Roy Chima says, well done. Thank you. Okay, Judge, I think I've read your message. I'm going to skip that one and go to Innocent Owo. Says, who is funding the conduct of the LG election? Because the conduct of LG election was not captured in the 2024 budget that was presented to the House of Assembly headed by Edison here. You remember I had to remove the illegal there because you're not the court, I'm not the court, so we're not supposed to be saying whether something is legal or not. I've said that on the show before. That's how I think it should be. Correct me if I'm wrong. The police from the turning to Rumuji, they have 13 checkpoints collecting tithes and offerings. Sami from Rumekini. Sami, thank you very much. I guess you went to church today then for you to know how many times tithe and offerings paid at MOA. It says, good day, Canada. There is no way we can stop the police about the tithe, though towards President Goodluck Jonathan, this ugly situation was minimized. I would have liked the police inspector to use same pattern during Jonathan's administration. What's in from Bori? Oh, okay, so you're saying we can't stop tithe and offerings on our roads, yeah? If RISIEC will work on the day they're stipulated for the LGA elections in River State, that will be very good. We should be democratic and respect the rule of law. Nicholas Erasmus. So now, the next question in my head would be, if RISIEC has now come out to say, we've got a date, 5th of October, 5 months from now, 5 months, 4 days from now, should we all just, in the words of JJ or in the words of former Governor Yeson Wike, melembe, should we all calm down and wait for RISIEC? Or do you think, everybody fight for what you think is your right? Now, remember, our show with Libero Soshoma, the lawyer who's located or situated or staying in Lagos, I think staying is the right word. He mentioned that the governor's side is wrong for not conducting an election and that CTCs are illegal. He also said the local government chairmen are also trying to bite more, or the former local government now, are trying to bite more than they can chew because there is nowhere in the constitution that allows for tenure elongation. So you see, both sides have got an issue legally. I'm not a lawyer, but a lawyer explained that. I'm not a judge as well, so I'm not going to give a final statement on that one. But then the question is, what do we do at this point now? What should be the next move? Anyways, moving on. Nicholas Erasmus, thank you very much. Canada, Chief Tony Okocha should call for state of emergency for the state where there is killing and bombing, not River State. Thank God the police have said it all. Max it. This one says, good day, Mr. K. Batsubo. What's this now? I think you meant unethical conduct of Nigeria police is worrisome and disturbing. Nigeria police is formally basis. As a matter of fact, Nigeria police made in a way that as if it is their right to collect 100 naira from the motorists. RISIEC to conduct local government elections October. This is a step in the right direction. All hands must be on deck on attack clean team west. Now, I should mention, and maybe I don't know if it's safe for me to say this, but it looks like the Titan offering along that stretch of Choba, as if you're coming from Emoa. It looks like, the offering is usually bigger if you're carrying a particular product. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, it looks like if you're carrying a particular product, the offering is bigger. And once again, I'm going to call on the Commissioner of Police, Sir Olatunji Disu. Maybe we should give him a chieftaincy title as well in River State and say Chief Olatunji Disu. Maybe that will spur him to rein in on his boys around the area, because that product can only come in through that sport, and it looks like even the police officers know who their members are, and they collect Titan offerings. So really, anyways, moving on. Like I said, that's my big story. I'm just going to happen that until I arrive at some satisfaction. This one says, good afternoon, man of the people. The issue is that the police in River State thought that we are all children and came out and said that no one should protest in River State, and that anyone that go against it, that the full weight of the law will come against the person. But before his face, the outgone LJA chairman are protesting, and he kept mute. He should be professional in his job. Mike New Road. Mike from New Road, thank you very much. This one says, the IG is not retirees of Zone 16 by Elsa from Stan. But you see, I've just got another report from my newsroom. Please note, Abutu Yaro is a retired Assistant Inspector General of Police. He retired in March 2023 and now lives in Lekki, Lagos. His current business is strategic security consultancy. So yeah, he is retired. So I made a mistake earlier with my assertion that he wasn't, but now I'm going to tell you he is. Now, good afternoon, Canada. People who cut heads with machete, do not let knives cross your back. I think these men that are quoting the Constitution right now did not come into River State today. If they were the governor, would they have conducted the LJ elections at that time? I think the governor did very well not conducting the election, as at that time I score me 100% for that. Labour is joking. They signed an agreement calling off the strike quickly, and now they're complaining. They should take whatever they see. Or they may go. Sonny Didia from Amarillo. When you say you think the governor did well, I don't understand. If the Constitution says you should do X, Y, Z, but because you feel like, something is going to happen, you do not. You have disobeyed the Constitution, and that's an illegal process, as a matter of fact. Yet again, I said so many things become normal when we have so many illegal things happening in the country. Anyway, this one says, greetings, Canada. Court denies Kanu of 1 billion naira right abuse fine. This whole Nnamdi Kanu's trial is a whole gamut of travesty of justice. First, the Supreme Court faults the process via which Kanu was brought into the country. The same Supreme Court ordered a retrial. However, in law, it's been said that you can build something on nothing. How is it that a trial would now be reordered on a process that was faulty ab initio? The fact is that in the eyes of the law, Nnamdi Kanu is not even in Nigeria. Therefore, any trial carried out is tantamount to right abuse and will amount to nothing. Godwin from Chinda. All right, your arguments there. This one says, evening, Canada. In any way the police tries to make up or defend the issue concerning the detonation of that explosive, we understand that the police are complicit in every sense of the word. That being said, I say a very huge thank you to the Right Honourable Evans BP, the Ogu Bolo Caretaker Committee Chairman, for Okay, that's not part of I'm going to skip that part. He said, lastly, any attempt to play politics with new minimum wage, like they play politics with the East-West Road, would be resisted. True label, Calvin Frank. All right, thank you. And this one says, on the issue of oil bunkering and the security forces' response to it, why is the Air Force not bombing illegal solid mineral miners in Zamfara State and other places like the way they do to bunkerers in Niger Delta? Why the impartial treatment? Please tell me, DK. I wonder if that's what we're talking about, DK. I'm just going to quickly go back to the phone lines, take a few more calls, and we call it a wrap. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003. There is 0817 923 0007. WhatsApp number 0809-0306-417. So it says, let's respect the pattern of the religion. Please not tighten offering. It's a bribe or extortion. Please, that's the right word. Please, let's not fine-tune it. Thanks from Ikpakribo. I don't think one religion owns tithe and offering, right? In Judaism, there is tithes and there is offering. In Christianity, there is tithe, there is offering. In, I think, other religions as well, they have tithe and offering. So please, we're not making a religious thing. I decide to call it tithe and offering, so nobody says I'm wrongly accusing anybody. I mean, I saw it with my eyes, right? So tithe and offerings it is. Dede from Iwofe, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear
I greet you. Happy New Month, my brother.
Welcome.
Yes, my interest is on the Nnamdi Kanu being denied bail again. It doesn't have enough evidence.
Was it bail he was denied? Was it bail he was denied? Let's get the facts right. He was denied a human rights suit. He was
denied bail. Is that not?
Not bail, please. I don't think bail was part of that conversation. It was. Okay, go ahead.
The local government, RISIEC, setting out a timetable, the time for conducting of River State local government election. I think you said September.
October 5.
October 5th.
Yeah.
Yes. I think for me, it's a very welcome development, considering what is going on. We know that by God's grace, the governor is really trying to make sure that everything works according to the law. So we believe so much that come that very day, local government elections will be conducted in Rivers State.
All right.
And for whatever reason, DSS is still denying Nnamdi Kanu right of whatever that he's asking. It's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
All right. Thank you very much. Unfortunate.
In a country that you don't have rights. And your rights, you're talking about your rights. One is telling you that you don't have evidence to show that they deny you access, talking with your lawyer and all the rest. It's very, very.
But that's what the court. That's what the court is about. But thank you nonetheless. That's what the court is about. The court is about evidence, right? Ilumba from Port Harcourt, welcome.
I greet you, Canada.
Yeah, welcome.
What I want to talk about the one that the governor said that if the pay 62,000, that he will bankrupt the state.
Okay, the governors, yeah.
This goes down for what I have said. That those they say that they are working, the people that they call workers are not doing anything. The only people that are working is only those that are teaching children and those that are working in health sector. The rest of them, they just pack people, plenty people, go and pull for civil servants who are not producing anything. If they have been producing something, what they are producing could have bring money, they could have just paid them. In other words, they could not produce what they are eating. That's what it is. And in this case now, they are talking about Nnamdi Kanu, that they are denying. Igbo people no get justice in Nigeria. They no great. Even if what they prove it, law will say they no follow.
All right then.
That's what it is.
All right then.
We understand where they are coming.
So you're saying no Igbo, so Ilomba relax. So you're saying no Igbo man has won in a court case. Is that what you're saying? I mean, when you say Igbo man,
maybe those of them who are serving them for Abuja.
Are you saying no Igbo man has won a court case? Okay, so when Peter Obi won in court, he was not an Igbo man. I guess I'm asking. I'm asking for a friend.
locally inside.
But I mean, that's an Igbo man. Okay, anyways, thank you very much, Ilumba. Thank you for your time. Will the Nigeria police still remain at the secretariat till after election? I'm just asking for a friend from Mali. And Mali, that's a very, very salient question. Good question there. Confidence, Kana LGA. Welcome. What's on your mind? Please tell me.
Canada, I greet you.
All right, welcome.
This is Confidence calling from Opali.
I already know that. Go straight to the point. What is on your mind, please?
Talk about the police collecting their tithes on the road.
Okay.
Especially at the Tuto land in Bori. There is one short man from the Andoni Kubu that stays there. In fact, you cannot pass there without this man stopping you, harassing you, and keeping there for more than 2 hours every day.
Confidence.
Have this issue.
Confidence. Are you a driver?
Yes, I am.
Your car particulars, are they complete? Are they in check?
Even when they are, you will still be looking for the one that doesn't even exist. Go and do an investigative journalism. You will find out what happened.
You have your driver's license as well?
Yes, I do.
All right. Interesting there. Thank you very much, Confidence. It says one not so tall gentleman in Bori. Is it Bori called? Scooterland area. But this says, man of the people, RISIEC sets date for local government election, conduct local government election. Now that RISIEC has finally set a date for local government election, can we rest now in River State? Hope they wouldn't come out tomorrow. The RISIEC has been bought from Thank God Ability at Twigwood. Thank you very much for that message. And this one says, it's not for me. You're saying good morning. I guess it's not for me then. This one says, on the local government elections, if I'm given the opportunity, I'll formally move a motion for the replacement of the incumbent RISIEC chairman. This is because of his last conduct of local government elections. Was it the one who conducted it? I mean, I don't think it was the one. Was he a concerned fellow? Anyways, I don't think he was the one. But anyways, this one says that the River State Police Command, on the watch of CP Olatunji Ditsu, seems to be already biased. Up till former chief of staff, or is it up till now, the former chief of staff LJ is yet to be arrested after police invitation. Even the bomb victim is yet to be compelled to make a confessional statement. Chidi Bekwe. Chidi, you should know that, just maybe, the person... The person might just what's it called now, be in a critical situation and they're given it time. But if you listen to the news early this morning, you would have heard our in-house bulletin news that about 3 vans are stationed at the River State University Teaching Hospital to ensure that nothing unusual happens, nothing absurd happens. I've got to go. It's almost time for the major news. Remember, I told you the major news will come in by 4 p.m. today and not 6 because there is the football match, the Euro tournament, the Euro 2024. And this one says, good day, Mr. Canada. RISIEC sets October the 5th, 2024 for LGA election in River State. I think it's a good move. They should please follow all due process. Bakata from Ozwa community. This one says, good afternoon, brother. About the blockade of local government secretariats by the police, to me, it is not a welcome development. The state is losing internally generated revenue. Workers are not going to work. You will see people begging money, urgent 2K, 5K, because people are doing business in a council. The woman that is selling restaurants in the council, she's not going there for a business again. Those that are selling snacks for the copy, different businesses, they are not going there again. I pray this should not cause problem in the state. The police and the IG should be wise. Why is it that if there's River State, they're acting immediately? Is River State different from other states? Thanks, Ibiso is asking. All right, I've got to step on the break. It's time for me to leave the studio, but do continue listening to 90.3 Nigeria Info. I'm yours truly, Kalada Korubata. But remember, you can follow me on social media, the Kalada, TheKalada. Stay tuned.